Let's get to work, baby. What is good with the YouTube fight fans all over the world? It's your boy, The Real Stuff, The Real. Yes, sir, I said it, Real Talk Boxing. It is a privilege and honor and a major blessing to be back with you beautiful people yet. Again, I want to talk about Devin Haney versus Regis Prograis, December 9th. I think that this fight is going to be a really, really good fight. I think it's going to be smoking, man. As we all know, Devin Haney is moving up in weight from 135, the former undisputed 135-pound champion, going up to challenge the WBC 140-pound champion in Regis Prograis. All right. I think we all know the percentage of people out there is going to pick Devin to win this fight. Okay? And it makes sense because Devin's a very, very slick boxer, very, very young, talented, and he does a lot of things very, very well in the ring. He's definitely not one-dimensional. He holds wins over Kambosos, actually 2 wins, and he holds the win over Lomachenko. Some would say no. I'm one of those people, but nevertheless, he got the W, and now he's decided to move up, which is a smart move because he was getting a little too big for the division. Now, how this fight is going to play out. Well, first off, I want to start by saying this. Regis Prograis didn't start boxing until he was 17 years old. Late teens, man. And to fight his way all the way up to WBC champion, 140-pound champion, that says a lot. Because there's not many people out there who starts boxing that late that becomes a world champion. There's few, but not many. And he's one of them. So I commend him for that. But there's no doubt in my mind that Devin and Bill Haney, because there's no Devin without Bill, chose Regis because of his last performance. Now, Devin Haney did call him out before that fight, but it solidified. It put the stamp on it when he didn't have such a good performance in his last fight. Some would arguably say he got dropped. I think, it wasn't called a knockdown, but he got touched, and I think it did bother him. And I'll be honest with you, it did look like a knockdown to me. But he won a controversial win, a decision, because he did get a knockdown on that opponent. But, nevertheless, it was a bad day at the office, even though he got to win. So that's why that's why they really, I think, went forward with fighting Prograis, even though they called him out beforehand. I think that was like, oh, even more so, yeah, let's do it because he got hurt by nobody, You got to understand, when you're boxing, you have 12 rounds, you're going to get clipped, you're going to get punched, and you're subject to get hurt. It happens. It doesn't mean that you're less of a fighter. It means that you just got caught. You go outside, when it rains, you're going to get wet. Okay, how fast you are. So, with that being said, here's what Prograis is going to have to do, man. Regis is going to have to make this a ugly fight. There's an old saying, you fight a boxer and you box a fighter. Well, in this case, he's going to have to fight Devin Haney because Devin Haney is going to be boxing. He's going to be using the ring, borderline running. Because we all know who holds the power, who holds the ability to knock whoever out in this fight. And that's definitely Regis, with the ability to knock Devin Haney out, because I don't think Devin Haney is going to knock anybody out. He doesn't really hold power. He has pop, but one-punch knockout power, that goes to Regis, and that gives him a chance of winning this fight. But he's going to have to make it ugly. He's going to have to be in tremendous shape to stay in Devin's chest, to cut off that ring, not follow him around, but cut off the ring. And we all know his bread and butter is that right hand. That left hand, because he's a southpaw. So he's looking for that left hand all night. So you know what Devin and his team is training for, right? To get rid of your left hand. So what Regis is going to have to do in order to land that left hand, and land it quite frequently, is to mask it. To throw punches before it. To not throw the left hand so frequently. To really work on your right hook to the body, because I've seen him drop fighters with right hooks to the body. So be focusing in on that too, because best believe the first bell of the first round, you better be going to Devin's body to slow him down, because he's going to be using them young legs, and he's going to be using them all night. Because I doubt that Devin is going to have any kind of nuts or wherewithal or want to stand and trade with Prograis. He'd be an idiot to do that. But he's young. He might try to prove something. And the moment he does that, I feel like he's going to get clipped. He's going to get hurt. If Regis gets him hurt, he better get him out of there. Because the longer the fight goes, I believe the worse off Regis is going to be. Because again, Devin is going to do what he does best. Box and move. Borderline running. I can almost guarantee it. So, work after your jab, Regis. Triple, double that jab. Quadruple that jab before you throw that left hand. Don't throw every shot with the intent to knock Devin Haney out. Pitter-pat him a little bit when you get him up against the ropes. And when he least expects it, wow. Mollywop him with something. You know who was great at doing that? Antonio Tarver. Antonio Tarver would get you against the ropes. He'd pitter-pat, and boom, before you know it, you wondering why you on your butt. And that's what he's going to have to do. He's going to have to switch up. Work on that right hook to the body. And you better be going to the body from jump, because you know how I am. I think Regis Prograis has a grand chance of winning this fight. I really do. But if he tries to box Devin Haney, if he gives Devin Haney time to think, reset, move, fight at his pace, it's going to be a long night for Regis. Now with Devin, it's easy. All he has to do is box and stay away from the left hand, right? And that's what they're going to be training for. Now, I got to say this. I can't talk about Devin Haney without talking about Bill Haney, man. Bill Haney, he's a shady dude. I don't trust him. I don't trust Bill Haney whatsoever. Because when I look at him, I see an untrustworthy person. It's just something about him that makes me feel uncomfortable and makes me believe that I cannot trust him. So best believe he'll do whatever it takes in order for his son to get the win. Because I'm going to honestly say this. That fight against Linares, I still say Linares let off the gas when he had Devin hurt. I think he backed off Devin. And I think that was for a reason. So, Bill, I don't trust you. Pimp, I don't trust you. And that's why I don't believe if it goes to the scorecards, they're not going to give Regis the win, even though Regis is the champion. I just have a gut feeling I could be wrong. You just let me know what you think about it. But, nevertheless, all Devin has to do is box, stay on his back foot, fight off the back foot, pivot, move, reset, angles, constantly turn Regis. It'll be an easy night for him. But he won't be able to do that if Regis makes the fight ugly and press him. I'm talking about like Marcos Maidana ugly. You know what I'm saying? Because Marcos beat a lot of technical guys, surely because of his pressure and his, being physical and making the fight ugly. And that's what Regis is going to have to do. And I think he can do it, but it's not going to be a walk in the park. This is going to be a really, really good fight. I do believe, man. I do believe. And I think Devin's chin will be tested again that night. Who do I give a slight advantage to? I would say Devin Haney. But I'd much rather see Regis win that fight, to be honest with you, man. I like Regis. I like him. Again, not many people start boxing in their late teens and become world champion. And it says a lot. And that face-off that they had, man, they were going back and forth. And I think they probably hold the world record for saying the N-word so many times in one freaking face-off, man. They got to conduct themselves a little bit better, man. Choose another word other than that. Come on, man. You're just making yourself look bad. I don't want nobody calling me that. I don't even want nobody to look like me calling me that. Why y'all got to use that word all the time? Every other word was the N-word in that face-off. I would if I was the producer, I'd have been like, cut, we doing it again. If y'all say it again, I'm gonna fine you. Come on, man. You gotta sound more intelligent, man. Y'all were raised better. Stop it. All right. Anyway, what do you think about this matchup, and who do you think is gonna win? Comment down below. Let your boy Real Talk know. As always, respect all. Fear none. God bless. The next time Real Talk Boxing, I'm up and I'm out here. Bye.